Japan has ensured overall access to water and sanitation to its population. And I have to say, I visited several places in Japan, homeless communities and different regions, and I saw no one who was totally deprived of access to water and sanitation. Even the homeless communities had access to public fountains and to public restrooms, and the conditions that I witnessed were fairly good. However, I still saw some problems that Japan should overcome when it comes to access to water and sanitation by certain communities. And when I say certain communities, I mean, for example, parts of the Korean minority. I met an old woman near Kyoto. I met an old woman who lived inside a community which does not have a sewage system, and this woman, almost 90 years old, still had to collect her water from a well. She didn't have piped water in her house. And why did this happen? It happened because she belongs to minority, to a Korean minority, and because the community she lives in is entrenched in a legal dispute over the ownership of the land where they are living it. What was most striking to me, and what shocked me most, was the fact that this community, when compared to the neighboring communities, was in a very bad situation. So all the communities around had access to pipe water of excellent quality, as is normal in Japan, and they all had access to a sewage treatment. But this little community was deprived of this type of access because of this legal dispute. Some of the recommendations I made to the government of Japan were to make sure that this situation of the Korean community near Kyoto is solved, and that the people get access to the same standards of water and sanitation as the neighboring communities. And I also called on the government to do more, to raise awareness on economic, social and cultural rights, and namely on the right to water and sanitation. Recognize water and sanitation as a human right, make them justiciable.